Those of you who are nicotine addicts, have a good quality knife and you know how to use it. But the item, just for one thing, just makes it taste better. Wiping your number 2 with a dry piece of paper does not actually clean it. Next up, you should have a place to have your comms equipment. Out here, your gear and how you manage it can mean life and death. It can make the difference in you being slow and miserable versus comfortable and effective. Today, I will show you all the gear that I would recommend to bring out when you're going in the field, starting from boots all the way to your clothing, your load-bearing equipment and everything else. I've been a special operations medic and a SERE instructor for close to 15 years. And I've used most of this stuff in the field. I've been teaching it for this whole time. And this is not my opinion anymore. This is hard-earned experience. And I will give this to you. And I hope you learn something from it. Today we'll go from the ground up, starting from boots and socks to clothing layers, tools, fighting load, comfort and morale items, shelter and backpacks, food and snacks, and finally the field reality that brings it all together. We'll start off with boots. There's basically 2 types that I would recommend. Leather, they're strong, durable and easy to maintain, and the other option is light and fast. So these are Solomons, and this is issued by the Estonian military. This is what I use the most if I'm in the woods, if I'm doing anything outside of like paved roads. Something like the Solomons I'm going to use in urban settings. Next up is socks. Have several pairs. You need to always have something dry to put on your feet. So I would have a couple pairs of wool socks, some thin liner socks, waterproof socks, and those plastic bags that I showed you in one of the previous videos to rotate your socks and always have dry feet. When using boots, make sure you always have something to maintain them with. So for these, I would have some sort of shoe wax. I make my own. The stuff that comes from the store, the one that everyone in Estonia uses, Merelõvi, is too soft for me. So I mix it 50-50 with beeswax, melt it together, make it into a stick so I can have it rolled up in my kit and rub it on my shoe and then spread it around. My favorite type of socks are actually merino wool toe socks. The reason being is when there's fabric between your toes, it reduces the friction and the chance of hot spots between your toes. Next, I'll be talking about clothing. And about clothing, layering is important. Layering is king. So talking about spring, summer and fall, winter part will come when it's winter. The base layer is meant to wick sweat and keep you warm. For that, there's many materials. So there's cotton, there's wool, and there's synthetic. I recommend wool. Cotton is cold, stays cold, dries slow. Synthetic stinks, dries fast, and is not warm, and the best is wool. I can wear it for a month straight, it won't stink, and it stays clean, and it keeps you warm even when wet. So for the base layers, you can use a t-shirt, which is made of merino wool, or the most recommended thing would be, when it's slightly colder, merino mesh, something like this. When choosing a material for base layers, don't pick cotton. After base layer, you need an insulation layer. For that, you can have also several different options. There's fleece, there's merino wool, and then there's like this waffle type fabric. Again, I recommend merino wool. So for that, I have a merino wool sweater like this. This is pretty thin material. There are thicker ones with a layer of terry wool underneath, which is for colder periods. This is great for spring and fall. There's fleece, and this teddy bear looking fleece material, which is actually really warm, and it's light, packs down small, highly flammable. So when you're near a fire, then and it catches a spark, it's gonna burn a hole to it, or it's gonna melt onto you. So know where you can use this. And also something that is probably most commonly used is this like grid fabric type of fleece. It's good, but like all synthetics, it starts to stink and also not flame resistant. So again, I recommend wool for the insulating layer. So there's another thing that you can use either for insulating layer or the top layer is down. Down is actually the warmest and the lightest one available, but the thing with down is it's really expensive and it's hard to maintain. One thing about using down is a lot of people say that when down gets wet, it doesn't hold heat anymore. That's actually incorrect. There's a very good video on this. So the same goes for sleeping bags. Down sleeping bag, when it gets wet, is actually a lot warmer than a synthetic one. So that is a lie. Next up is outer layer. There's several different options. First of all, soft shell. So the thing about soft shell, it's soft, it's comfortable. Soft shell is not waterproof. It's water repellent when it's fresh and new and treated. The problem with soft shell is, like any other synthetic, when it catches a spark, there's a hole in it and it's not gonna work that well anymore. And it's actually, if it's not treated, it's really easily visible with the night vision when it's dark. So I would say this is admin clothing. Next up, Gore-Tex. Gore-Tex is good when it's raining, but in my opinion, it's also a piece of admin gear because, first of all, the sound it makes, and when you're actually wearing this and moving around, then you're getting wet from the inside because I know they market it like it's breathable, but I've never had any of them breathe on me, even the most expensive ones, not enough for me. When I sweat, it's gonna get wet from the inside, so I would rather get wet from the rain than from my own sweat. To have rainproof gear, I would actually rather use a simple, tried and trusted poncho. I can put this all on top of my gear whenever it's raining. It has some, when you're moving around, the air moves through it. It keeps you cooler slightly. And I think this is a much better piece of kit than a Gore-Tex. You can make a shelter from it, and it has many other uses. So I would leave the Gore-Tex jacket behind and get a poncho. But what should I wear on the outer layer is actually something like this. It's like a Nyko or polycotton ripstop. It's light, it's somewhat fire resistant. It can be treated so it's not easily visible under night vision, and it's not as expensive as the other stuff, and most uniforms are actually made of this, so most of the time I would be wearing something like this. I like using parka or a smock like this. This one from Varusteleka. It's a recon smock. Has lots of pockets, great material, venting holes, and it's pretty breathable, and you can fit a lot of warm layers underneath this if you want to use it in the colder periods. Pants, I would say the same rules apply for the layering, and I would pick them based on what pocket arrangement you like and what venting you think you would need in your area. And I also like to have stretch in certain spots, like on the knees, in the groin and in the back. So when I take a knee, it's not cutting off circulation anywhere. Most importantly, try different pants and see which ones suit you best. Next, let's talk about some tools you should bring with you. So first of all, this is a non-negotiable. You should have a knife on you. Everyone has their favorites. I like Mora and something small like this, which is always around my neck. What's important is you have a good quality knife and you know how to use it. Next, multi-tool. So there's a lot of different multi-tools, bigger ones, smaller ones. The one I like to carry the most is the Leatherman Surge. Reason being, it's heavy duty, it's large, and it has exchangeable saw and or file blades. So for that reason, I like this the most. You can go for a smaller one, but the functionality on this one that I like is you can actually, when you take the file off, you can actually sharpen the same tool with this file, and you can actually buy hacksaw blades which fit this one. So this is for cutting metal and this is for wood, and this uses the same attachment, so I can cut metal with this one. It's such a small piece of equipment to bring with me that gives a lot of utility. And of course all the bits you need for your weapon or whatever you're using this kit for. Next up, this is a folding saw. Maybe don't get this color, but it actually makes many things a lot easier. You can actually have like a smaller hand saw, or like a wire saw, or something you pull when you don't want to carry something large like this. But I like folding saws. And lastly, a small headlamp. So this would be an addition to your weapon light or helmet light and flashlight. This is always on you, stashed away with a full battery. If you need it, then you always have an extra light. Ideally, you would have all this stuff on you, so you have all these extra tools, but oftentimes you leave this behind, or you don't have this in your kit all the time, so you might not have it. This would give you a lot of extra capability. Next up is your fighting load. Whether you're using a chest rig or a plate carrier, that's up to your unit or whatever you're doing. What it should have is a place to store your mags, however many you need. I can store 8 on my body and on this chest rig, and slightly less on my plate carrier. Next up, you should have a place to have your comms equipment. On either of them, you should be able to attach an IFAK in a location where you can reach it with both hands. What's also should be on your kit at all times is hydration, whether in a bottle or a bladder on your back. Bladder is recommended. Hydropack is my favorite. And then all the extra stuff, including your survival kit, should be on your kit and on your body. Everything that's on your rig keeps you alive, and in the fight, don't load it with comfort gear. Next, let's talk about some comfort items. What they do is basically they're a morale booster. Sometimes you need that little injection of morale to keep going, and there aren't many of them that I would bring with me, but here's some of them. So those of you who are nicotine addicts, go ahead. Personally, I don't recommend nicotine because it's actually gonna do something with your circulation that's gonna actually make you maybe lose a limb, so it's gonna get you cold. Next up is caffeine, my favorite addiction. So I wouldn't bring like a coffee grinder and beans and stuff like that. Get instant coffee. I know it tastes like ass, but the caffeine you get from it and the warm drink, it's enough for me to get me going in the morning. If you don't want to bring coffee with you, what I actually do have with me all the time is caffeine pills. So 200 milligrams per pill. And when you're low on energy, low on food, and you pop one of these and you're starved of caffeine for a couple weeks, then it's going to hit you like a train, and you can sprint with your gear on no matter your situation. Small and very useful in a pinch. Next up, for the coffee, of course, a small camping mug. For some reason, if you have a special different, like a specialty item just for one thing, it just makes it taste better. So the shit coffee tastes almost like real coffee in this one. And lastly, wet wipes. Let's be honest, wiping your number 2 with a dry piece of paper does not actually clean it. So I'll give you an example. If you got shit on your face and you take a dry piece of paper and you wipe it off, would you say that's enough to make it clean? Obviously not. The same way goes on the other end. So wet wipes will actually clean it up and make your life a lot more comfortable when you have to move for long periods and not get a rash down there. Next up is backpacks. There's a very large selection of different backpacks for different uses. For this, you have to find whatever size you need and the style you need. I'm gonna show you two of my favorites. First off, this is a direct action Halifax. This is what I'm currently using the most. It's 50 liters. It has everything that I need for if I go out for a couple days. Backpack is gonna be where you have your sustainability gear, like your sleeping equipment, extra food, water, and everything else extra that's not on your kit. This is going to be based on your personal mission or your unit, whatever you have to bring with you. It should fit in your pack. This is, I would say, like a 3-day patrol pack. If I have to stay for longer, or if I have to carry more equipment, I would take something like this. This is my all-time favorite pack, which is a Mystery Ranch crew cab. I don't think they make it anymore, but I will show you what I look for in a large backpack. So right now it's all closed up and minimalistic, so it packed like this. It's also around 50-liter capacity, and I can use this as a patrol bag. But what the real cool thing about this is I can open it up and make it into a much larger bag. So it opens up like this, and I can actually fit a lot of stuff in here. It can go up to probably 120-liter pack and carry tons of weight. I've actually carried a person sitting in this one. You can also have a lid for this, where the lid actually works as a small day pack by itself, and this lid can be added, and the whole pack can be made even bigger when putting stuff on top of here like this, and then attaching all the buckles. So this is the reason I like this pack the most. Is it's the most versatile one that I've used. I can literally pack in with 120 liters worth of gear, and when I need to go on like this hit or like an ambush or something, I can quickly drop all my comfort gear, like my shelter and all the extra stuff that I don't need, and carry only mission essential stuff when I pack it up. So all I would have here is maybe like comms equipment, some observation stuff, some camo stuff, and extra water. Next up, food. Food, you should also have something on your rig. So something like this tactical food pack, freeze-dried ration. I can store this in any of my admin pouches and have this for the rainy day. I would not use this on a daily basis. This would be stashed away when I get separated from the rest of my stuff. I always have something on me, and maybe some extra high energy snacks like candy bars. When it's cold, I actually like to carry a stick of butter. It's the highest energy per weight you can get. So, and I also like beef jerky a lot. Very lightweight, high energy protein that you can bring with you. So stash it in your kit somewhere, make it waterproof, and let it wait for a rainy day. Don't bring like these extensive cooking equipment, which is gonna weigh you down. It's gonna be slow to cook. So freeze-dried stuff is obviously the best and lightest. I would say forget about the taste. Taste doesn't matter when you're in that situation. Number one priority would be high energy. Something that I usually carry with me instead of just plain freeze-dried meals is a big bag of freeze-dried eggs. Lots of nutrition in a very light package. In the end, things will break. Your boots are gonna get wet. Your socks are gonna get wet. Your batteries are gonna die. Stuff will go missing. That's why you need redundancy. Have stuff in your kit that can have many functions and keep you alive when necessary.